Hi everyone. This video is about recovering from a breakup for people that want to do that energetically, meaning want to take charge of their own energy and learn how to live in alignment using that connection they have with Source, and learn how to feel happiness again using that connection they have with Source. Before I go on to the 3 steps, first, I want to talk about why a breakup is hard. And it's actually quite simple. It's that when people get into relationships, they start looking for happiness from their partner. And they start looking for joy, and they start often judging themselves and feeling good based on what their partner is doing, feeling, or thinking. So they give away a sense of power, of creation, of creating this feeling of joy inside themselves to someone else. Now, sometimes it happens that you get in a relationship and you never actually knew how to create your own joy yourself before you were in that relationship. It's just something you maybe never even thought of, or were working on, or weren't that good at yet. Or it may be that you were very good at it and you were bebopping along by yourself single and you were feeling great and you got it into this relationship, and somehow you forgot that you were in charge of creating that yourself. And just slowly over time, you started looking to this other person to do that. I'm not trying to put people down here. This is a normal, common human thing to do, is to look to other people to feel joy. And while that's great to have a joy, a connection of joy with someone in a relationship, it's not great if you forget that you're capable of creating that yourself and you're in charge of creating that yourself. So the 3 steps to recovering from a breakup is, number 1, either remember or realize that you have the ability to create your own joy. Nobody took that from you. It doesn't matter how good your relationship or your partner was. Nobody could take that from you, because that is the essence of who you are as a person, as an energetic being. You are a creator, and you're in charge of your own life, your own energy, and what you are creating. So remember that. Remember it, or figure it out and decide that something that you want to do is to own that part of yourself and that part of your life. I absolutely guarantee you it has not gone, it hasn't been destroyed. It may feel as though it has gone, and if it does, that's because you were relying wholly on somebody else to create it. So if you're relying wholly on someone else for something, and they, for whatever reason, are not in your life anymore, it's going to feel as if that thing is gone. But it's not gone. It's you that has to remember how to create it yourself. And this is an incredible opportunity. If you think about it, there are many, many people that have made incredible changes in their lives after a breakup, whether it's getting fit and getting in touch with your body again, making big life changes, doing something that they wouldn't have done in a relationship. And there's a reason for that. The reason is, when you stop looking to other people to feel good, you have to look inward, and you have to say, well, what can I create if I decide to take ownership of doing that myself? So This is a major, major opportunity for you to find a type of joy that you could never have found if you're only looking to that type of joy from someone else. This is a type of joy that doesn't make you dependent on somebody else, but that you can share with other people around you. So it's a much more powerful joy when you're truly connected to that place inside yourself, because that place inside yourself is not going anywhere. You can deviate from being connected with it, but you can also choose to go back to it anytime that you want. And what that makes you is a much more generally makes you a better person, because you're not looking to control other people to get what you want or to make you feel a certain way. So number one step is decide that you have the ability and that you want and that you're willing to create your own joy and that you want to find a way to do that. Number two step, find that inside yourself first. What I mean by that is basically go meditate and start to feel your own energy and start to feel what it feels like to feel at the start calm and relaxed and centered. Feel that in yourself first, because that's how you know you're in charge of creating it, and that's how you know that you own that. You own that feeling because that's who you are. That's where you came from. It's something that you can go back to anytime that you want. And that ownership is so important, because that is what provides stability, true stability in a person's life, is owning their own energy and owning what they're capable of. So number two is find that joy, that stability inside yourself. Start with meditation and move it out into the world slowly, meaning start with meditation, then start by doing something like going for a walk and feeling that inside yourself, and start to cultivate. You're kind of growing something here, so you have to have that attitude that you're slowly growing a new practice, new hobby, but a new feeling within yourself and a new ability. So once you have a little sense of that and you're starting to feel a little bit good, start to do it more and more in the world, like be with your animals and spend time with them and feel how it feels to feel good with them, and realize that you're in charge of owning and focusing on that feeling and growing it. And once you grow it in yourself, you can take it outside, meaning go and find things that make you feel good and remind you of that feeling that you have when you're sitting down meditating, feeling good. Go to do whatever it is you like to do, whether it's art or sports or book clubs or whatever. You can start to move that out into the world. And once you create that, and it's more and more stable, don't go back into a relationship and give it all up and think again that somebody else is going to provide all of that for you, because they aren't. And if you are in a relationship and it's really good, even if it's great and that person is wonderful, they will not be able to provide that for you all the time. And once you start thinking that, that's when relationships start going bad again. Okay, that's all for now. If you're interested in hearing more, I am starting a website which will be out in late September. So check these videos out for that. And also, I'm putting out a course called Living in Alignment later in the year. So that will be on the website. Thank you so much for being here.